She's getting ready to go to school. Reluctantly, she's just turned around and paid money into her Gcash. There we go. So she pays into her. She pays the money into her machine, and it goes to her Union Bank and credits her Union Bank. I'm going to go down to Healthy Options. Let's go and have a look at Healthy Options. I want to buy some food today. There we go. We're in Healthy Options. Just bought some dates, walnuts, almonds, rolled oats, some vegetable juice. There we go, non-sweetened, and what I have to do to turn around. They normally have the xanthan gum here. They don't have any, and that helps my eyes. And there's also a thing called carotene they have in their tablet, and they don't have that either. It's not in stock. It comes from the US, so it's most probably tariffs. Anyway, let's go and pay the bill, shall we? Oh yes. So today I'm down at Healthy Options. Is in ABREEZA. So I picked up some healthy food for me. These are some of the things I add to my diet over a 4 or 5 week period to help with my eyes and raise my what is it called, my glucosode and my something to do with my eyes, xanthan and stuff like that. So rolled oats, look at that. So I eat porridge, but I have rolled oats, and what I turn around and do is I toast them. They're American rolled oats, so that's pretty cool. I also I add these to my diet in the last 6 months. These are dates. They don't give me a high sugar spike like other medjool dates. You can only have 2 or 3. I get 5 little packets in here, and one of those little packets with my water when I'm out walking helps me rehydrate and put stuff into my water, so it tastes nice. And then I got dried figs, dried apricots, dried peaches, and really good. I can't eat a lot of this. Because it gives me a huge spike on my sugar. But 1 or 2 chopped up in my salad. So if I'm using this, then I'll use tuna fish, avocado, some lettuce. I will use some olive oil, and I will do some nuts over the salad, so that becomes part of my fibre and my whole food. I have a grated egg over the top of it. I don't chop my egg, I just put it through a grater, grate it all over, and then I also grate a little bit of feta, and I wash the feta to turn around and put into the salad. Walnuts, what I do with these is I chop these and mix them with my almonds. There's my almonds, roasted almonds, not salted, and then I put those into a little coffee grinder, and I chop them all up, and then I sprinkle that over the salad, or I sprinkle that over my rolled oats when I'm turning around and doing my porridge. I picked those up today. So the porridge was around $3.70, the dates was around $3.50, the dried fruit was around $220. These packs are quite expensive, so these were $400 each. I also turn around and I use these pumpkin, and the pumpkin seeds are unsalted, and they're also crushed, so you can actually get into the seeds. Along with that, I turn around and get orange and carrot juice, which I like a lot. And what I do with that is I don't drink that. What I turn around and do is I put that into one of those little ice trays, and then I freeze it. and then I put it in the freezer as ice cubes, and I drop that into my sparkling water, and then that turns around and gives me a slight flavouring of my water. Drinking it straight out of the bottle or chilled out of the bottle, I could quite easily drink one of those. They're that lush. I do like them, and they will last me maybe half a day. I also turn around and I use this one, which is the pomegranate and cranberry. So I take that and I do exactly the same. They're 300, but if I go to SM Langen when they get stock in, I'll buy this, and I use this and acacia berry. So there's a blue one and a red one. So this is unsweetened pomegranate juice, and what I do is I put it into those little trays, and those little Tupperware containers you get. I chuck the ice cubes into those and then put them in the freezer, and that helps me when I'm doing my salad, or I'm doing my avocado and my tuna fish, and I'm adding my adds and adding my nuts and my porridge and my oats across there, and I'm pouring on my olive oil. I've got my sparkling water, Perrier water, and I use the flavoured cubes to chill it. Otherwise I need to get a massive fridge. So I was out today, and I spent around about £4,500 peso, which is about £50 on my foods and my items for my diet, and I can readily get them here, but I need to make sure that I turn around and control my diet, and it's that health part of it. And it's, people say to me, what do you eat? Well, I don't eat products that are processed. So things what I would tend to eat will be things like steamed fish, grilled steak, grilled meat, poached meat. I don't get into making it into a soup or make it. Annie does that, I don't. I just have to have the protein as a whole food, and I look at the whole food part of it, and I say whole food, whole egg, whole avocado, whole peach, whole nectarine, whole nuts. I don't puree it and add it to mayonnaise or yogurt or oils. I will drizzle oil over the salad, and I will put whole food into it, and that helps my body. So I'm just going to do a little picture of this, so wait there. There we go, back again. So that's part of my food today. So I'll buy 2 of these, I'll buy 2 of these, I'll buy 4 of the almonds, 4 of the walnuts, 4 of those, 3 of the rolled nuts, 2 of these, 2 of these, 2 of the pomegranate, 2 of the casa. And as I said, it's all about looking at the food in a different light to what, it's not about going and getting a McDonald's meal, and not about going and get somebody else to make you a meal. It's about me eating healthily that keeps my weight down, keeps my cholesterol down, keeps my sugar down, and I tend to turn around, and if I've got my sugar levels are around 6, 7, 8 or 9, I don't want a spike going up to 15, 16, 17, because it would take hours and hours and hours for me to burn off, but it also gives me a really dry mouth. So health wise, this is what I buy, guys. Yeah, I will buy chicken, I will buy fish, and I will buy shrimp, and I will just cook it plainly without messing around with it. I will get lettuce, and I will get green beans, and I will get avocado, and if I can find celery, I'll get celery, and I do grated carrot, and I mix that all into the salad, and I add all these other bits over the top of it, you know. And it is all about numbers games. It's all about a number. So, you know, my dry fruit there, I'll take 1 fig, which will be about this big, and I'll cut it into strips, and that will be the only one. Before, I would eat the whole packet. Before I came to the Philippines, I'd eat the whole packet. I'd eat the whole packet of this, and this has got enough sugar in it to turn around and feed an elephant. And I'll be going, this tastes really good. I really do like that. Really do like that. You know, pumpkin seeds, I sprinkle those over the top. Walnuts and almonds, I don't eat them whole, because my teeth as I get older don't turn around and enjoy that. So what I do is I chop them up with a little coffee grinder, and then they just get teaspooned over the top of my breakfast cereal with my honey, or it goes over the top of my porridge. If I'm doing a salad and I want olive oil, I'll do the lemon zest and I'll do the lemon juice over the top of it. And they're the things I add. So it's a whole lemon, and I just grate the lemon zest and I squeeze the lemon juice and I'll put the olive oil. That will give me the flavour. I keep away from garlic because that doesn't agree with me, and I just turn around and I'll eat rice maybe twice a week. 1 cup of rice is enough for me. That does give me a big spike in my diet. Some people turn around and say black rice and red rice is as good as white rice. It's all about horses for courses. If I have 1 cup of basmati rice, or 1 cup of jasmine rice, or 1 cup of brown rice, or 1 cup of black rice, or 1 cup of red rice, I will find that the red rice will give me a spike to around 12 milligrams. White rice will go to around 32 milligrams. And the black rice is the same. It's between that 12 and that 30 milligrams. There is a massive amount of processed carbohydrate in the rice that will drive you forward on your jasmine or your basmati. But if you mix your rice with a grilled protein, you will be surprised how low you can get your white rice and your red rice and your black rice to come down. And if you just have poached fish with some soup that you cook the fish in with the rice, you will get your spike down to below 20. So you start off at 9, it goes to 20, your body starts using it up. Within 2 hours you've gone through that dietary requirement, you've moved through that spike, and you're back into a little bit of normality. And that's what you do, and that's one of the reasons why I freeze these as ice cubes, because I take one and put it in to get the water cold. It's not about making it as strong like using a syrup or using a cordial or using an orange. It's about turning around and saying you've got a slight flavour to go into your sparkling water. And 1 ice cube for me gives me a negligible, and I mean negligible, spike within my sugar. But there we go. So my health, wait there, look at my diet every day. There are certain luxuries, like I do like ice cream. So today, no ice cream. Today's lunch for me was I had some pasta with some flaked fish, cherry tomatoes, diced avocado and raw chopped onion. Annie had halibut with noodles, linguine, some capers and some olives and some juice, and we also had a salad, and the salad had grapes, walnuts, melon, papaya, avocado and olive oil over the top of it. And then now Annie's had a cup of rice with that, and now she's gone to school. I'm just doing the washing up, and that's my dinner, and it's 4:30. It looks like it's going to rain, so there we go. Look after yourselves, guys, because nobody else will. Like, share, subscribe. Talk to you later. Got my hat. Yeah, a friend of mine turned around and said it doesn't suit me, but